Ladies, gentlemen, hims, hers, and thems, days. All of y'all humans, hello. This is Bootleg Everything, Spacecast, Silent Weapons. I wonder, so dearly do I wonder how we're gonna fix society, sometimes. But I guess that wonder brings me back to the question of how did it all start? So let's get back to that. I was just telling my friend 112 about how 13,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age, the Younger Dryas, we could expect some sort of catastrophic volcano or meteor or a series of events to have happened. Maybe it was we went through an asteroid field. Anyway, a whole bunch of fucked up shit happened. Flooding happened. That myth is everywhere through history. And then we were shaken up, stirred. Our axis was tilting. Aliens saw Earth in this kind of bad place, and they said, let's help them out. And they came down here to Earth in our solar neighborhood, and they brought with them a moon from way out in outer space.
Way out in outer space.
Way out in outer space. They brought that shit through a wormhole, probably. They connected 2 points in space through a dot. It's like taking a blanket and 2 points are far apart, and then you fold it, and then you poke a hole through it. That's a wormhole.
Aliens.
Well, us.
Damn.
You and me. We're aliens here. Everything is alien. Everything is bootleg. That's why I like the bootleg. I'll explain that later. But check it. You got aliens with the capacity to transport an entire miniature planet. And they do that. And they put it in a perfect, almost perfect orbit around Earth. So that this little ball, it's literally as wide as America in space. That's how big the moon is. It's 2,000 miles wide. So you have this giant ball in space of heavy rock, and it doesn't have any gravity. It's hollow, my boy. The moon is a spaceship. And that's God.
That what you would say?
What?
Damn.
Yeah. I can explain, and if you have questions, please ask.
Hell no, that's crazy. So you wanna put something on the moon?
I want to put a temple on the moon dedicated to all of humanity's progress throughout time.
What the fuck? So it's a fat ass hollow planet.
Yeah. And it's crazy too, cause right, we got rocks on the moon that ain't supposed to be there type shit. Like they came in on asteroids from a really long time ago type shit, because they're like millions and billions of years old, like the rocks on the moon. And the moon not supposed to be that old or some shit. I don't know. It's complicated.
Because it actually took it from somewhere else.
Took it from somewhere else, basically.
I mean, isn't that like almost everything?
Everything's taken.
It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Hey, that is crazy.
Well, it's just a theory.
That theory is crazy.
And I speculate further that we have these ancient civilizations pop up around this time, 12,000 years ago, because now we have the moon, now we have seasons, now we have a difference between day and night, you know?
But how like, but how once they actually connected it?
How do they get it
Like,
into an orbit?
no, how does it play the role that perfect into something that already like, you feel me? Where it's already like, I don't know how to say it. Basically, it's like a sport or something like that. It's like adding an extra member to a sport, and it actually like plays out perfect. Like, you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Wow, like how does that actually like that's crazy.
And that's why in so many traditions like Christianity, Judaism, Islam, they would call this thing God. And they pray to God. And I'm not going to say that it's not God, because if it did create what we have now, is that not what God does create?
I don't know. It's so much wrong there. Like it's so much wrong that is right. Like,
Yeah.
What in the world?
No, but let me explain, bro. So you have all of that shit. That's all historical lore, right? History, crazy as subject, bro. Once you start studying it, people have been crazy their whole lives, man. But the murder and the killing and shit, it slows down and then it starts back up. We're in a period where it's slow right now, so people are really sensitive. You know what I mean?
You think that was something that they saw?
Who?
Like killings? Because like that's crazy.
From space?
Yeah.
From the moon?
Yeah, you think that's
They
like,
keep track.
No, you think
It's
that,
like Santa Claus.
Like
Where do you think
saw
Santa comes
that,
from?
Like, that's crazy weird.
No, they like it sometimes.
They like killing.
Because the theory is that
Like,
these entities who brought this moon to Earth, who created this peaceful environment that we have here, they basically suck out the energy in their society by causing pain and suffering on Earth to humans. Their source of this energy is Lush, or the emotional manifestation of you know, kind of deep emotion in a person. Anger, frustration. Yeah. So that's what they're here for. They're just trying to power their PlayStation. But instead of it's like Monsters Inc., right? Where they scare kids. It's like that. They're trying to scare us, basically. And that's how they get their power. They just don't know that you can get the same power from laughing, too.
Sort of, man, that's crazy. Like, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't see that, but like somebody else might see that, and to actually like put that into like a movie perspective, to be like, oh nah, it's just a joke. But like, no, that is crazy. That is crazy work.
And then, okay. So let's fast forward. Pick another time. Anytime.
Say like 1500s.
1500s. Okay, so the 1500s are cool because a lot of stuff is speeding up, basically. We had like 1,000 years of relatively calm, and then in like 1100, shit started changing. People started building shit again. They started thinking shit up again. They started reading books again. And then by 1500, it was like what we would call the early Renaissance. So people were in a state of re-enlightenment. They were rediscovering all of these old philosophies and ideas that people had and held through antiquity, and they were trying to reapply that to daily life, contemporary life at that time. Gutenberg was this German guy, I think, and he invented a machine that printed books. and the book that they printed was the Bible. Now that decision was huge because it changed basically the future of the world, because the Bible would then become the most manufactured piece of. There's more Bibles on earth than there is anything else man-made. Tight shit.
Was he a Christian?
Probably. Catholic, maybe.
Or Catholic?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. But
have you read a full Bible?
me?
How many Bibles have you read?
I don't know. I got one right here.
Not gonna lie, when I first opened the Bible, like for the very first time, I thought it was very cool. Thanks, yeah.
Tight shit.
I feel like that book, you just have to read it.
Selectively.
You have to read it like sort of selectively, but like
You gotta read it all the way.
I don't know. When I was little, I used to not know how to read.
Yeah.
But no, I ain't gonna say not know how to read.
But like learning.
No, like you know how like anime, like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, you know how like you read it like from right to left.
Right.
Yeah, I never knew that though, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
like when I was little, I used to not read the book the right way.
Oh.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. Like so like looking at that, I thought that was like pretty cool. But like for like as far as like actually reading it, I wouldn't know how to read it.
Or shit.
Like,
I wouldn't know what to read personally. I don't remember any of the. Here, look. This is what Jesus says shit in red. But there's this. Yeah. The New Testament is all about Jesus. The Old Testament is different. It's about God's deal with Israel, and Israel is the nation of people who are from the land of Judea, and Judea is basically this area in the Middle East, Palestine,
with the caves and all that.
caves, all that, yeah. And so in that place, they have this deal with a God guy. And he's like, I won't kill you guys like I did those guys if you obey my law. They're like, okay, deal. He's like, all right, now dance. And he danced.
He made Jesus them dance?
Moses, I think.
Oh, Moses.
Yeah.
Oh, the Old Testament. I'm tripping. He made Moses them dance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they mean when they be like dancing with the devil.
Maybe.
Like he like made him dance, like dance.
Some shit like that.
Wow.
But Jesus is crazy. That nigga's cool.
The New Testament is way better.
Way better. Tell me about it, bro. Way better. New Testament's cool. It's all problematic though, because here's the problem: is that the way they used to keep track of books is they would have a book handwritten by a nigga, and then you have another nigga spend his whole life copying that book down into other copies of that same book. And they do that over and over by hand for thousands of years. They made mistakes. They made millions of mistakes. They changed things. They modified things. So at one point they all came together and they was like, all right, what are we really gonna call this thing? What are we really gonna like write down? And they erased a bunch of stuff. They took out a bunch of stuff. They put in a bunch of stuff. And that's the story we have today. But originally, the OG Jesus, I mean, shit, that shit, we could talk about that. That's kind of what I wanted to speak on. I forgot. All right. So, OG Jesus Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Can you cut it?